See this spike over here? This is a sandwich attack, a special kind of trade you can do on most blockchains. And while most trades often come with risk, this one can be risk-free. Let me explain. When making a transaction, such as exchanging some Ethereum with a random token, the user signs his transaction and it goes off to the network. However, in order for this transaction to be accepted, it needs to go through a validation process called the consensus mechanism. And this can take some time because there are thousands of transactions going through the network every single second, and it does not have the capacity to process all of them at once. So in order to fix this, these pending transactions go to a sort of waiting list called the mempool. And the best part of the mempool is that it is completely public, so anyone can see the current pending transactions of the network. However, this mechanism comes with a major disadvantage. It's completely public. This means that anyone has access to transactions that have not yet been validated and can validate them for some kind of financial gain. For example, someone could take a transaction from a big token exchange, insert a transaction before and after it, and validate all of the 3 transactions to make a huge profit. This is where the name sandwich in the sandwich attack comes from. But how does it work? It all comes down to the way that the price of a pair of tokens is calculated. A pair of tokens in crypto is nothing more than a type of smart contract called a pool, and almost every pool calculates its price using this simple formula. And while there are variations in how this is calculated, most of them will be like this, especially if the pool contract is from a Uniswap version 2 contract. So let's imagine we want to analyze an Ethereum USDC pair pool. We know that the pool started with 2000 USDC and 1000 Ethereum. So by using our formula, we know that the constant product will be 2 million. If we wanted to know how much an Ethereum token is worth in USDC, we would simply divide the number of USDC tokens in the pool by the number of Ethereum tokens in the pool, giving us a market price of 2 in this case. Now, let's say that someone wants to exchange 2000 USDC for Ethereum. Then the pool will have 4000 USDC tokens, and to determine how much Ethereum needs to be given to the user, we can use the formula by dividing the constant product of 2 million by the new number of USDC tokens, so in this case 4000. This will result in a total of 500 Ethereum tokens present in the pool, with the remaining 500 Ethereum tokens being given to the user. And this gives us now a market price of 8. Let's now take this example and apply it to a sandwich attack. So let's say we have someone who wants to exchange a large sum of USDC tokens for Ethereum, let's say 10,000. And the pool currently has 2000 USDC tokens and 1000 Ethereum, giving us a market price of 2. So the user signed their transaction, sent it to the network, and then the transaction waited for validation in the mempool. It was then picked up by a validator, validated and inserted into the blockchain, making the exchange valid. This changed the pool size to 12,000 USDC tokens and approximately 166 Ethereum, granting the user a total of around 833 Ethereum. But now let's say that we managed to pick up this transaction from the mempool, and before it gets validated, we'll insert the transaction before, exchanging 1 million USDC for Ethereum. If this gets validated, then we would receive around 998 Ethereum, leaving only 2 Ethereum and 1,002,000 USDC in the pool, and causing the price to change to around 501,000 Ethereum USDC. The catch here is that our victim already signed the exchange. Although he signed when the price was at 2, we now have changed the price to 501,000. However, his transaction can still be validated and passed through. The only difference is that he would now receive 0.03 Ethereum and leave the pool with 1,012,000 USDC and 1.97 Ethereum. Finally, we would add a final transaction, exchanging the 998 Ethereum we received from the first transaction back into USDC, setting the USDC pool size to be approximately the same as it was the first time. However, this time there were 1,012,000 USDC tokens, which means that we would receive back not the initial 1 million USDC, but 1,010,000 USDC, resulting in a profit of 10,000 USDC tokens. Okay, but now you're thinking, I would have to have 1 million USDC tokens just to profit 10,000. That and the fact that each transaction can be reversed for whatever reason. For example, let's say that the first and the second transactions went through, but not the third one. Then we've just lost $1 million. So first of all, you don't need that kind of money to do this. You only need to be able to change the price. Yes, you would have to have a lot of cash in order to change the price of some pairs, like for example the Ethereum USDC one, because there are already a lot of tokens on the pool, so you would need a lot of them also to be able to change just a little bit of the price. But if you find a pair with a huge inconsistency of the tokens, let's say for example Crapcoin Ethereum, chances are that the pool will be something like 1 million Crapcoins and 2 Ethereum or something like that, because no one is willing to exchange their Ethereum for a worthless token. But from time to time, there is always someone who is willing to make that exchange. And when you find them, you only need 2 Ethereum to move the price by 50%, giving you a good margin to extract some good profits. Finally, in order to protect your own transactions, you can use Flashbot. Flashbots is a research and development organization that has a lot of tools for everything Ethereum related. One of these tools is the ability to use the Flashbots bundle provider. This allows you to send bundles of transactions onto the network instead of single transactions. One major advantage of using this is that it gives you the power to control whether or not the bundle should go through. So using our sandwich example, we can say that we want to send these 3 transactions inside a bundle and that we want to have at least 1 million USDC back on the last transaction. By using this provider, either all of the transactions in the bundle go through or none of them do. So if everything goes well, congratulations, you have made some profit. But if something happens, then all of the transactions in the bundle get reverted and it is as if nothing happened. So you will not lose the initial 1 million in the first transaction. Fair warning, be careful when handling your money on the blockchain. While these methods are theoretically risk-free, the crypto space is always changing, so what works today might not work tomorrow, so do it at your own risk. I hope you find this information useful, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers!